Okay guys, I'm back. All right, so I wanted to put together 2 more videos. This one is going to be about the connection with starseeds, chosen ones, interdimensionals, the fae, I mean, elementals of any kind, anyone who came here as a volunteer to the planet at this time to help humanity. Anybody, okay? It doesn't matter what that looks like in your life. I wanted to share something interesting that came up. I was exchanging some messages between a friend of mine on TikTok. He is a Skywatcher out in New Jersey. I'm going to tag him in this so that you guys can go check out his channel. He is so loyal. Every night, you guys, he's out there and he gets some pretty cool footage. And he's also exploring like some of the spiritual side, right? Like he goes to some abandoned sites and areas that have paranormal activity and places like that. And he is getting some communication there. It's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting stuff. So I'm going to tag Bill in this so that you can check out his page. But I want to talk about something that my angel said. She has said it a few times, but now I'm going to like put it together as a message. When I was talking to Bill today, just sharing some thoughts on something he videoed last night. And I'm not sure like what kind of therapist he is, but I know that he always says on his channel he's a therapist by day, Skywatcher by night. Okay. I wanted to just say that in my very most previous life, what my higher self said is that I was a psychiatrist. Okay. And I think this is very relevant because a lot of my healer community where I live here in New Orleans, so I've got a community of friends that are doctors, a community of friends that are nurses, a community of friends that are therapists, hypnotherapists as well. You know, I'm a hypnosis practitioner, but I know a lot of others as well. And what I'm noticing, okay, and what my angel is telling me is that as a collective, some of us chose to reincarnate into this life as various types of healers, okay, whether we're therapists like Bill, whether, you know, people are working like a capacity like an esthetician like me, or even massage therapy, or you're working as a nurse, or you're a doctor, or even just like I said this the other day in my video, but think about all the yayas and the abuelas and the grandmas that sit and they're like community anchors, right? Like everybody goes to them to talk about their problems. Everybody goes to them. That is a form of healing. That person being there, that constant in people's lives is so important. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so all the healers, what God told me about this, however you do your work, okay? Whether you're that person, like you could be like a stay-at-home mom, okay, is what I'm saying. And everybody calls you to talk about their life. Or it doesn't matter. That's still healing, okay? One of the things that we came here to do as representatives of the collective of love, as the divine bride, the feminine, okay, the goddess energy, is to heal humanity's mind, okay? There has been so much oppression, so much long-term abuse by systems and within families. And the reason why you see it within families is because of what went on in the systems, okay? And you've got this breakdown that's happened over generations that ends up in resulting in dysfunctional behavior, you know, in individuals, which affects the family, which trickles back up and affects the community and the systems. So it's just kind of dysfunctional up and down. That's, you know, dysfunction is trickling down and then it's rising back up, right? So if you look at it like we came in to kind of infiltrate in a way, in a good way, the whole community with ways to heal, different ways to heal. And anybody can utilize those ways in whatever's comfortable for them, you know, whether it's medical or holistic or spiritual, or just talk therapy, okay? But at the end of the day, when you heal the person, you heal the community, okay? So as you heal the individual, you heal the community. But what God told me about that was there's this collective effort to heal the minds, okay? So that alignment can begin to happen within the human body, okay? And within the collective, so that ascension can begin to happen. And we come to an age of enlightenment. And if you guys look at just the last 100 years, okay, we could go through a whole list of like negatives that have happened, but we could also go through a whole list of positives, right? There's more information now on parenting, right? There's more information on how to handle things. There's more resources on how to handle, obstacles and things that come up in our life. There's more options now on how to heal. I see a fusion of things coming in from the holistic and spiritual side into the medical side. Those people are really forging the path, you guys. Like, please always pray for the healers of humanity, no matter what they do or how they look or whatever. It doesn't have to. A healer doesn't have to look the way you think, right? They're everywhere, and they don't have to be in professional occupations to be a healer. Again, I've said this before. It could be like your greeter at Walmart when you go to the store, and they're just kind to you, and that kindness shifts you and shifts your frequency. Okay. But pray for these people, you guys, because they're holding space. That's what a true healer does, is they create a safe space for you to face yourself and to begin to heal. And I know that I'm on the life path of a master healer, and I've been told that by my guides many times. I'm here to reflect back, my soul being the mirror. And in my angel, that's one of the ways she would identify herself to me. She's given me many names for herself, and she doesn't tell me everything, but at times she will call herself Mira, right? Other times she will give me a different name, but it's always her, but it's her in different aspects of herself, okay? But the reason why she brings up Mira is because she says the mirror brings miracles, okay? So it represents this, what happens when you reflect light out. That light affects other people. And then they can feel safe to go in and see that they need healing, right? This is why on my videos, I'm as transparent as I can be about my own journey of healing and my own mistakes even, and areas in my life where I've needed to change and grow and adjust because I'm human. But I think when you do that, you help others to see it's okay, right? So bringing this all back around to like the whole extraterrestrial and interdimensional thing, these other realms, okay, that are more enlightened than Earth realm, okay, these realms where many of our souls come from, they know that humanity is broken and needs healing. They know it. They 100% know it, okay? So when I see something like I see on Bill's page, where he's a therapist by day, and I don't know what type, again, I don't know what type of therapist, but then a Skywatcher at night, I see a lot of special things going on with this man, right? Like a healer, a Skywatcher, a star being, a bridge, the Mary Magdalene. The Magdalene, you guys, she's bridging the worlds. The blue rose, yes. And so I just want to say that, I know sometimes I get these messages from Spirit and it may not make sense to the person when I'm delivering it. It may not make sense to you, Bill, or anybody, and that's okay. But I feel like from my heart that I needed to say that because I feel like these people are special. And the people that are seeing the orbs, you guys, and the drones and the craft, and they're getting these messages and they're sensing that something more, these people are going to be guiding humanity. It may not look like it yet, but they are. They're proceeding, okay? Think about how John the Baptist came before Yeshua. He preceded Yeshua. We are like forerunners, okay, to this great change that is coming upon humankind. And it's something good. It's nothing to fear. It's good. And so it's going to require special individuals who are not afraid. Like Bill's not afraid. Now, sometimes he gets a little freaked out. The heck, so do we all, right? But he's out there, and he's interacting, and he's communicating, and he's trying. And I applaud you, Bill, and anyone who's doing this right now. And anyone who's noticing, just noticing the differences is a sign that you are waking up from a deep sleep that all the world has been in, okay? So anybody observing these things right now, in my opinion, it's them for a reason, okay? And many of them have been very broken in their life. I'm not saying that about Bill. I don't know Bill personally. I'm talking about in general. Many, though, I've noticed this through sessions. Many of the most special, helpful, loving, healing people on the planet have gone through great trauma to get to where they are now. And that is because they will have compassion and they will understand and empathize with humanity, and that makes them a good guide to humanity. See, the problem and the imbalance in our world right now is that the people that have been making the decisions for everyone have no compassion or empathy or even near any understanding of what most of humanity goes through on a daily basis. So how can you lead? How can you guide when that's where you're coming from? You know? Hold on one second. So, okay, I am going to pull a few little cards on this. Okay, so, you know what? Let me first pull from Mystic Magdalene, because I love her so much. I love my Mary Magdalene. Which, by the way, you guys, she gave me a song. I haven't recorded it yet, but I'm gonna. Okay, 1111, as I said that. She said it's a song for humanity to help them remember her. So I'm gonna get my little self together and record it. And when I do, maybe you guys can help me share it to anybody who needs it. We can work as a team, all of us. Queen of the Sun. Wow. Nothing is lost that cannot be found. Look at her. Beautiful. Wow, very much Hathor energy to me. She kind of looks like Cleopatra, right? And a lot of people don't realize or know Yeshua and Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary's connection to Egypt. But it's there, you guys, and their true story. Wow, look at this, you guys. Awake in the dream. What did I just say? Most of humanity's been sleeping, and they're awakening, okay? Embrace new possibilities. Wow. Hold on, let me tell my kids I'm recording 1 second. Okay, so awaken in the dream, okay? Embrace new possibilities. Okay, hold on. Okay. Wow, you guys. The anointing. Look at this. Look how beautiful. Transformation. See, we are transforming. My son, I'm going to do a separate little video. He made some, maybe I can do it here. He made some things for you guys. I'll do it here. I'll do it here. First of all, he brought me this to show you guys. This is a crystal swan. How would he even know that we were going to pull this transformation card? Look, we know about the swan being a message of transformation. This is what we are all becoming. Do you see how beautiful? This is what we're becoming, you guys, as we wake to the reality and we waken from the sleep, okay? Let me show you what else my little son made you, okay? Guys, he wrote down so many things for you guys, okay? First, he wrote down this, okay? He said, draw a square on your paper. He wants you to write down inside the square, he wants you to draw your peaceful place, whatever your peaceful place is. And he brings me these markers. Let me grab them. Hold on. He brings me these markers. They're sharpening their pencils. We're homeschooling over here. And he says, tell everybody to write their peaceful place in here, to draw it. And then he wants you to imagine it in your mind. You guys, how sweet is that? 1 second. Okay. And then he draws this. He brought me 3. It was when I was recording my first video and I couldn't do them at the same time, so I'm sharing them now. He drew this big heart and he said, draw the names of your loved ones in this heart with your color markers, you guys. And then he did one more. He said, draw a picture and that will set your peace. And he drew a heart. You guys, do you see what he's telling you? Both my children are channelers for angelics as well. Very much archangel energy, okay? And so to me, this just ties right into this message of 444, as I said that, of healing. See how he's, without him even knowing, he's so little bitty, you guys. He comes in and is like, Write the names of all the people you love in this heart. Draw your beautiful place and imagine it. See how he's trying to help heal the mind? And he's just this little bitty 8-year-old boy, you guys. I mean, what in the world? So beautiful. Okay. Is there more from there or not? Okay, what about here? Where? Okay. Oh my gosh, okay. Lady Portia, divine order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. Look at her with her beautiful amethyst. Look at her. I've pulled her twice today. The sacred self, the Shekinah. Shekinah. Unleash your spirit. Express your gifts. Dance to the sacred rhythm of life. And I feel like, you know, that also goes with the message from my son, to draw, be creative, express yourself, you know. The Miriam, look at that. Wow, and this is a completely separate deck. This is not my Magdalene deck. Sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. 1 second. Okay. Oh, hold on, you guys, 1 second. Okay. So, you see, choose to forgive in order to heal. Do you see this message coming from Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, from Yeshua, from the angelics, from the seraphim, from the archangels? Heal. The message is to heal. Heal. We have to heal the mind to heal the body. And we have to heal both of these things if we want to embrace change. And right now, it's so difficult for humanity to trust and to move forward because they're so broken. Okay? And so it's super important that all of these healers that I'm talking about in this message, doctors, nurses, therapists, hands-on people like me, like estheticians, massage therapists, even cosmetologists, anybody who has their hands on a patient, right? People who sit with the elderly, okay? Caregivers, any kind of caregiver, child care providers, okay? The yayas and the abuelas and the grandmas that sit and listen to the community, all the little old ladies and the little old men. I love them so much. Guys, I'm feeling them, that energy, you know. Also, the healing is what's needed here for us to move forward. Is there anything else you want me to pull from Spirit? I'm asking. Yes or no? Okay. That's it. That's the message. And, I just wanted to say one other thing to Bill. Hopefully this makes sense, Bill. So, I was feeling like, you know, he's out there for a reason. And I was trying to explain it in the message, but texting just doesn't do it, right? I feel like when he goes out there, he contacts these spirits that are kind of stuck and they're trapped in these little areas, which is a very interesting show. This is why you should check out his channel, because it's pretty interesting, you guys. But I think one of the reasons you're out there, Bill, is because you are a healer, like you're a therapist, right? And even if I don't know if you're a psychotherapist or what kind of therapist you are, but nevertheless, to me, that says healer. And I felt like maybe Bill's out there because something about his energy is healing to these spirits. And just being out there, maybe you're helping them. That's my feeling. I don't know if that helps or makes any sense to anyone, but I do feel those that are called to work in the paranormal, okay? Psychic mediums, intuitives, energy clearing, all the indigenous, like shaman, priestesses, of all the indigenous backgrounds, you know, those are healers, okay? And they, you know, the spirit world can need as much healing as what we perceive to be the physical world, okay? And quantum physics and science tells me that, you know, in some realms, we would be perceived as a spirit. Because when you're not on the same frequency as another being, you may only perceive some of their light, okay? And that's why we're really not here to fear spirit, okay? We are also spirit. We're just all existing in different realms. So the way we see each other and what we think is the physical is different, okay? So, do you want me to say anything else about this spirit? Okay, that's it. So hopefully this message makes sense for those who need it. If you're feeling called to move into spiritual practice, which I feel a lot of people are, 100%, I feel like it's a sacred work. Go for it and seek help if you need it. I'm here, you know, with my school platform on Google, but there are many other teachers as well, really great ones. And you can ask Mary Magdalene to teach you directly. That's what I did. She is my primary teacher, her and Yeshua, and Thoth, and the Hathors. Those are my guides, okay? They will teach you. You don't have to go to someone to learn how to use your psychic abilities. It just helps sometimes, right? To have someone physically present to say, here's what I did, try this, right? But I would say 100% ask Mary Magdalene, because her energy is extremely important right now for the divine feminine, for us moving into the age of wisdom, womb wisdom, water wisdom. All the water beings are helping. I just feel it's really important right now. So, okay, that's it. I'm going to wrap this one up. I love you guys. Bye.